Thank you so much for joining me back again with another episode of the Regional Review. So first on our agenda, first on our plate, we're going to be discussing the launch of the aquaculture and the fisheries research project at the Neckartal Dam that is meant to rejuvenate the livelihoods of the communities as well as the members in the surrounding areas of the Neckartal Dam. So let's have a look how that went, and yes, stay tuned. Today is also the 1st of December, so that means it's World AIDS Day. So wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, take care of yourself and your family. So the project was spearheaded or is spearheaded by the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources in partnership with the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization. According to the FAO, earlier this year, the ministry asked for assistance during an investigation of the sustainability of the aquaculture project at the dam. In a speech from the FAO representative to Namibia, Faraizi Mutsi, the organization provided technical assistance to investigate the potential of fisheries and aquaculture at the Neckartal Dam. The research project is expected to culminate into key outputs, including the feasibility study report and an environmental risk assessment report. This was said by the assistant representative of the FAO, Ferdinand Mwapopi, during the event. They further alluded that the research project is expected to raise awareness on fisheries and aquaculture on the dam for the surrounding communities and nationally as well. So this project is meant to empower the communities in the surrounding areas of the Neckartal Dam, so the community of Sneefontein. And recently we had a chance to speak to Jonathan Swartboy, who is an activist in the community of Sneefontein, and he said that this project is only going to do good and no harm to the community, because small scale farming has been a part of the community's livelihood for as long as he can remember. So he said kudos to the ministry as well as FAO and the regional council and everyone that was involved, all the stakeholders involved, for involving the surrounding communities. So the project highlighted some positive as well as negative impacts on the aquatic systems, fisheries and aquaculture, as well as the mitigation and management measures for conservation and sustainable use of fishery resources. According to the Karas Region Governor Aletta Fredericks, the Regional Council is excited to work with the ministry in assuring that the research project is a success and remains a success. She said, I quote, "This project will be one that will create a lot of job opportunities for locals, and I strongly encourage entrepreneurs and farmers wishing to establish farming businesses to consider integrated farming activities involving both agriculture as well as aquaculture ventures." Approximately 30,000 people, are supported by small scale fishing. Let's watch the following interview that I had with Mr. Ngurare, who is the Director of Water Supply and Sanitation for the Ministry of Water Resources and Land Reform. Maybe just from your point of view, you can.
Oh, okay. We are part of my name is Elia Ngurare, Director of Water Supply and Sanitation Coordination. I'm part of this task team, which comprises so many others. I think you know them. We are complementing the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources in terms of the assessment. Of course, we are the ministry responsible for this dam as of now, before we give it over to NamWater. So what I think impressed me immensely is when we went in in the dam and physically actually see that there is fish. That was not the view I held before I came here. I really didn't know that there is so much fish species that is out there. Now that we have been able to see this, and this assessment is continuing, I think it projects a very positive outlook on the part of this region, that you have this massive water in the region, but within it you also have infinite capacity of fish, which, as the governor has said, could be utilized to aid to food security as well as job creation. And I think it's good the other person who asked about the possibility of the young people being involved.
Thank you so much for joining us again. Welcome back. So what also made the headlines, or what also made it to our segment desk for today, is the Walvis Bay Corridor Group. I know that in our two last segments, we discussed a little bit about what type of projects that they're embarking on and so forth. So recently, as recent as last week, the Walvis Bay Corridor Group they launched their road safety campaign for festive season. We all know that festive season is approaching again, and people tend to drive recklessly and also misuse drugs and alcohol. So the Walvis Bay Corridor Group hosted and launched this campaign recently, and also they announced something very, very significant, that they will be starting a wellness center at the Engine One Stop Shop, just about 6 to 7 kilometers outside of Keetmanshoop on your way to Karasburg, where they'll be taking care of truck drivers, especially long distance truck drivers. At this wellness center, they will be doing COVID testing, HIV testing. They'll be supplying PrEP tablets or medication. They'll also be checking for diabetes and everything else that you can think of regarding the health of the truck drivers. Many people believe that this is an initiative that will be a great investment into the wellness and into the health of the truck drivers. So right now we're going to be listening to what Mr. Edward Shivute, who is the project manager, has to say about the value, as well as the time spent to build the wellness center. And also they will be launching this center on the 3rd of December. So if you find yourself in and around Keetmanshoop, please do join us. The event starts at 9 at the Engine One Stop Shop, 6 to 7 kilometers outside of Keetmanshoop on your way to Karasburg. So yes, let's have a look.
The Walvis Bay Corridor Group, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Social Services and with funding support from GIZ, is launching a container clinic or a mobile clinic in Keetmanshoop this Friday, the 3rd of December 2021. The aim of this clinic is to provide health and wellness services to the transport workers, specifically the long-distance truck drivers. With the financial support from the German government, GIZ, the Walvis Bay Corridor Group will then set up this clinic, and the services to be provided there will be the basic primary healthcare services, including HIV testing services, and also now with the COVID-19, we will be providing COVID-19 related services such as testing and vaccination and information dissemination. The value of the clinic is about 500,000. That includes the conversion of the clinic itself and also the operational costs for a period of 6 months.
Taking a look at the weather for the south, Rooibos is sunny and hot today, although a dip to 26 degrees is expected on Friday. Some cloud cover is expected in Mariental with temperatures in the mid-30s, heating up again next week. Keetmanshoop can expect weather in the low 30s with some rain forecast for Friday. The same goes for Karasburg. It will be sunny in Ludwitz for the next 2 days, but some cloud cover is expected over the weekend.
And that's it from me, Elizabeth and Joseph, all the way from the South for today. But do catch me on the next episode of the Regional Review, where I try to give you the inside scoops and the outside scoops of what's happening in the South, and especially in Keetmanshoop. Thank you for joining me, and yes, follow the rest of our episodes.